This is the Business Leadership Series Minute with your host, the best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck and founder of MarketingStrategyHero.com, Derek Champagne.
So, Henry, tell us a little bit about your background and what got you to where you are today.
Yeah, I moved to the U.S. when I was 7 years old and grew up in New York. And I had a 19-year run with Procter & Gamble. I was one of the founding members of the P&G Walmart team from the very inception. That's what brought me to Northwest Arkansas. And in some ways, we never left. I left for about 5.5 years as part of that 19 years to go to Asia to work with Walmart and to run some of the businesses for P&G. Started the North Star Partnering Group in 2001. And Field Agent, our current business, is our third business that we started since 2001.
Huh. So what was the process of starting Field Agent?
It really was one of those ideas that came out of a back of a napkin. I was at a lunch meeting with a friend who was a researcher, and it was the early days of the iPhone. The first iPhone that came out, I had one and he had one, and we started talking and saying, with this technology in our hand, we should be able to solve some real problems for the supplier community and for retailers. And the more we talked about it, the more we realized that we had a pretty interesting idea. And shortly after that, we went and shared it with my partners in the business, and we realized that we had something interesting. But the interesting thing is, we thought it was a good idea, but we thought someone else had to be doing it already. It was such a good idea. And so what we did, we met as a group and we said, hey, you know what, let's go all do our Google research. And over the next couple of weeks, let's see if anybody else is doing it. And after about 3 weeks, we got back together and said, I haven't found anybody doing something like this. This is a pretty good idea. But in the back of our minds, we always thought someone else was doing it. And the interesting thing was that after about 5 months of sitting on this good idea, we just finally decided, let's do this. And so we had two good businesses running at that time, and we said, we have to do this on nights and weekends. So this is kind of our version of our garage. We had full-time businesses that we were running already, and they were successful. And so we decided we were going to put together a nights and weekend schedule. And we put together a small team, and we started concepting it out and starting talking to prospective customers. And over probably a 2 or 3 months period, we decided to pull the trigger and start the software development part of the business model. And after about 9 months worth of development, we launched in April of 2010. The idea was created in January 2009. And so we did that kind of due diligence and then development.
Derek Champagne here. I want to connect with you if you're listening to the Business Leadership Series. We can connect on LinkedIn or send me a message at derek@derekchampagne.com. I look forward to connecting.